No, I mean Steven. Steven makes things work.
Over
Happy
here.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's our new thing that we're doing, Travel Talk Fridays, with not a set schedule.
Yeah. At some point on Friday, whenever it pops up.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Fridays are our day off, usually.
Yeah.
So we're doing this because, just like with the travel stuff, we do it for fun,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so we'll do this whenever we want on Friday. Whenever we want. Sorry, I just get really excited about freedom.
About freedom.
America. Sorry. Oh my gosh, so exciting. So, welcome to the first ever edition of Travel Talk Fridays by Newcomb Travel and Retreat Services. How official was that?
That was very official.
Yeah, you liked it, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I knew you
I
did.
did.
Yeah, so it's very exciting. So we're here on Fridays to talk about travel in lots of different ways. Travel tips, cool trips we find out about, right? Cool new things that might be coming out, and just kind of whatever we want or you want us to talk about travel-wise. So you can always let us know what you want to hear about, what might be helpful for you, or if you've got some like epic trip you wish you knew more about, or location you want to know more about, we can do those on Fridays as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so, we're live on Facebook right now.
Yeah.
It's going to go live on our YouTube channel as well, but we had just redone the YouTube channel.
Oh, we did?
Because we haven't really had much of a social media presence travel agency wise.
Right.
But we're working on fixing that. So we've rebranded things, redone things. When you redo things, then YouTube wants to re-verify, and they take. So we'll post this on the YouTube channel, but in the future it'll be live because it takes them 24 hours to get that going again. But if you're logged into Facebook, if you're logged into YouTube, there's like a 10-second delay, but you can comment, and so we can respond because we can see your comments, and we can kind of see how many people are on across platforms, but we can't see who you are unless you say something.
Yeah.
So it's just the way our system
works.
So
just comment, and then we'll be like, hey, we're so glad you're here.
Yeah. So everything won't be live on our video feeds. We'll have some dedicated videos, definitely when we go places and when we visit places. We get invited to do that more often than we can actually do it.
Yeah.
And so we'll try to shoot some videos and show you where you could be, what you could be doing. And I did say something, so we said something. Yeah. We can also put up what you say. So
there you go.
But yeah, so we'll do some dedicated videos and things that are pre-recorded, but every Friday we'll try to do a live one.
Yeah.
I don't promise there won't be Fridays when we're like, we're not where we can do that.
Because we're going to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most places where you travel anymore, we could still do it.
Sometimes.
But not always.
Sometimes we're on vacation.
Yeah.
And when you vacate, you do not do work.
That's true.
Yeah. And so I'm really excited about getting to this. It's funny. It's been funny to me this week as we've kind of intentionally tried to amp up how much we're talking about and sharing the fact that we do travel agency stuff on the as part of our life. Then as we've been like kind of making sure more and more of our friends and family know about this, it's been surprising to me how many people have reached out and been like, I didn't know you did that. That's so cool. And also the friends that did know are kind of now getting excited to think about planning their trips for the future, which is why we started talking about it more and more. We realized that it's getting to the point where people are ready to start planning trips out, even if it's a year from now, to go ahead and start looking and thinking about what would they really like to do. And so we wanted to be ready to help you do that because we are giant travel nerds who have spent this lockdown thinking about researching and like taking classes even on different travel opportunities, locations, resorts, cruises, all kinds of stuff. Disney, all kinds of stuff to be ready to help you book your stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I know that it's pretty easy anymore, or at least it seems pretty easy.
Yeah.
You used to have to make a lot of phone calls, find just the right people to get hold of, sit on hold a long time. Now you can go on just about anyone's website and just book your own thing.
Yeah.
And you can do that.
For sure.
The thing you come up with is that you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And the truth is, there's some things that they don't necessarily want you to know, because if you'll just go book whatever's up there, then they're happy with that.
Yeah.
So especially right now, it's really hard to figure out protocols, what you have to do in advance.
Yeah.
You could book something and then find out you can't actually get there because you didn't know about the things you have to do in order to do it. Even if you're booking it way out, there might be a way to book it where it doesn't cost anymore, but it's easily cancelable because of the COVID situation. But if you don't intentionally do that, you might not get it.
And that's the beauty of booking with a travel agent versus going online and just Googling, is that we know these things. It's our job to know these things, to learn these things, and to figure all that out for you and make it easy for you.
Yeah, we probably get at least 50 emails a day from different providers saying, this is what's changed from yesterday. So not everyone gets that. So it's good to know. So we mostly today, I think, wanted to kind of intro and be like, here we are and here we will be. In the future, we'll have specific things to talk about. I know that we intend to drop some videos very soon on things to do close by. And by that, I mean close by to us.
Yeah, so Texas.
Because we're in Texas, in case you don't know that. So, like up here.
Oh, hey, that was good. Oh,
I
well
can
done.
be a meteorologist.
You could be. So many skills.
So that's where we are. But we have people who work with us who are in all sorts of different places. So if you're looking for something close to you, let us know. But since we have lots of people who work with us in Texas, we're going to start with, here are some things you could drive to that you can do safely.
And there's been lots of like local, and when I say local, what I mean is local to small is really what I mean. So there's been lots of businesses, whether that's hotels or and really, I'm like boutique hotels, small family-owned hotels, and also different activities. Like one of the things we're going to talk about is Space Center Houston, and they've reached out to us, let us know what their protocols are to keep people safe. And so, and
they're impressive.
They're very impressive. And so, really letting you guys know things that you can be doing right now and into the summer that would still be safe, so that you're not worrying your whole vacation, but also fun and relaxing, so that you can do what a vacation's supposed to do, which is to take care of yourself physically and mentally by giving yourself a break. And we haven't really been able to do that. And so we want to help people be able to do that.
And we're also, like one of the places we're going to talk about, and I'm not going to spoil the whole thing right now because we'll have a good, but there's a great little like spa boutique hotel that has literally 3 rooms. Now, some of those rooms have multiple bedrooms and
so you could take your quarantine.
But 3 rooms. And great protocols in place. And so, you're not worried about running into people trying to cram on the elevator. There's no elevator. But it has a beautiful pool and great food and wonderful spa treatments. I mean, so there are things you can do.
I mean, here's the truth. We like to travel. When Steven and I started dating, I didn't know that he had this extensive travel background. Not just that he liked to travel, but that he was, in fact, a giant travel nerd. And one of the ways I found out is the cutest pickup story ever. So brace yourself for an adorable, I'm telling this story.
The airplane story.
The airplane story. So we were friends. We met in graduate school, but we were just friends, and we weren't even like super close. We just knew each other, and because we had mutual friends, sometimes we would run into each other and hang out. But we found out that through grad school, we were going on a trip to China together, and we started talking. It was like several times a week, and then it was daily. And so by the time we got right up to the trip, we were talking constantly. And we'd actually been out to dinner and, things were happening. And so Steven gets, I should be careful how I say this because it was maybe a little sketch. Steven decides he's going to help make sure that all of our friends that are going on this trip, that everything's set up right, because it can be really difficult when you're taking a big group of people somewhere. And
to be fair, nobody had assigned seats on the plane.
Right.
I don't know where people were going to end up.
There's just going to be chaos. And Steven can't handle that, right? Steven wants to make sure that people have a great time when they travel. So even though at the time, he's just one of the travelers, he's still stepping in and trying to help and make sure everybody has a great time. But one of the things he also did was to make sure that he and I got seats next to each other for this, 14-hour plane ride to Hong Kong. Way far away from everybody else. So it was just the two of us for 14 hours and we got to just chat and get to know each other better. And by the end of that trip, we were pretty set on each other. So, a good trip can change your life.
It can.
That sounds really cheesy, doesn't it?
But it's true.
But it's true. And so this is the kind of thing that we really like to do. And it's something we've been doing for our family and close friends for a long time. Just because it's so, it's always so helpful. Steven's always able to find really great deals. I love figuring out what somebody's perfect trip could be. Like getting to know a person and saying, oh, hey, but did you know that you could do this if you stay here? Or if you go here, this is what I would do in a day. Here's the itinerary I would have for you because I think you would love this. And so you put that together and you can have a really great trip, and we're just excited to get to offer that to more people now. Sounds like an infomercial.
It does.
But it's not an infomercial.
No.
It's just true. We like to travel. And it turns out so do most of our friends. I don't think we have any friends that don't like to travel.
That sounds horrible.
That would be sad.
Yeah.
We would still be friends with them.
We would. We'd bring them gifts. From when we travel.
My friends went to Spain and all I got was this crappy t-shirt.
That's right. That's okay. When I did student activities at seminary, one of our professors whose job was to travel a lot would always come back to my office after getting back from somewhere with some little gift. And it was always like he went to some monastery while he was there and here's an eraser in the shape of a monk.
That's awesome though. I want that. That's funny.
Yeah, it's just some of the weirdest little.
Yeah.
I used to just line them up on my desk.
Yeah. Okay, so question time.
Question time.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Sure.
You didn't know this was going to happen. Pressure. The best.
I can always hit the off button.
You can. The best trip you've ever been on.
Ooh, so many trips. I mean, it was probably the trip to China, actually.
I mean,
I kind of got to say that, but it's true.
Suck up. That was a really cool trip, though.
That was a great trip. It felt like a lot more than like a week. I mean, it had the weekends on both sides, so it was like.
But that was mostly for the plane.
10 days, but you were on the plane a lot.
Yeah.
But we had really good seats on the plane with lots of legroom, so.
You did get us really good seats.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
But that was a great trip.
That was a great trip.
It was a great trip. So, if I was going to exclude China, Spain.
Yeah, you loved that trip.
I loved the trip to Spain. I'm also kind of a medieval history nerd. Yeah, not too many people have degrees in medieval studies. It's not terribly useful, but it was
unless you're going to Spain. It
was very useful to get a trip to Spain.
Yeah,
and to get to lecture in one of the church museums there, and it was just incredible because it's a medieval walled city. Toledo is where we spent most of our time. Also Madrid and some other places, but I love Toledo. I like to walk on the Roman roads and be inside the city walls and see the cathedral that took 200 years to build.
That's pretty cool.
It's incredible.
Yeah. I think it's a little tricky for me because I've gotten to go on some really cool trips. But if I could repeat one trip now, if that was how I was like basing my criteria for the best trip, it would actually probably be the time I went to Belize with my family, because we got like a little like condo, like
Mhm.
right on the water, and we stayed on Key. Oh snap! The kinds of things you should remember.
Key Snap.
Yeah, that's a great
I'm
one.
not familiar.
It
with
wasn't
that
Key
one.
Cocker, but it was out by there. The San Pedro is the name of the island, like the one that Madonna sings about.
Mhm.
That's it. And so we stayed out there, and it was like it was relaxing, which is always something that I look for, even in a trip where like the goal is to go and do. And I definitely like those trips too. I always look for an element of relaxing, because I think when you travel like that, you need to unwind some from your regular life. But that was just so relaxing. I mean, we went fishing and we went snorkeling and we ate good food and we just had the best time. But it was just very relaxed and beautiful. So I think I think that right now is my favorite one. But it's hard because like there's so many good places that
Belize
I've
was
gotten to
fun.
go.
Belize fun. We were in Belize for a day on our honeymoon. We had a good time.
Yes, and we went tubing.
Yes, under
an old volcano into like what was known as like the gates of the underworld, right?
Yeah.
To the like indigenous civilization there. I thought it was super cool.
I
was terrified of snakes popping up to bite my booty on the tube, but I never even saw one. So, good times.
Yeah.
Good times. And these are the things that I mean, when you travel, you make these kinds of memories on your own or with the people that you're traveling with. We always make friends when we travel. And some of them we've even like through the power of social media, we've stayed in contact with.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I'm excited to get to share these things. We really do want to know when you watch this later. We hope that you'll just comment and say like, hey, I would love to know more about XYZ. That can be a location or that can be one of the things we're going to talk about really soon is things you can, like Stephen said earlier, things you can start planning to do safely now or in the next couple months even. And so, into the summer. Yeah. And so, if there's something that's like, hey, my favorite kind of a trip is a beach trip or a lake trip or a mountain trip or whatever, let us know that so that we can kind of share some information for you.
Yeah, and I think we both kind of picked like things that take some research and some planning.
Yeah.
Which we can certainly help do.
Yeah.
But we like those trips where you go somewhere and get invested. But at the same point, we also both really kind of like things that are just go and take, that is like an all-inclusive resort.
Oh, yeah.
Or a cruise ship. We do lots of cruising. We
do.
Love cruise ships.
I had never been on a cruise until I met you. And in the first 3 years we were together, I did 6 or 7 cruises. I mean, some ridiculous number. I really like it to the point where sometimes I don't feel great afterwards because I get the seasick, so I can talk to you about how to deal with that. Yeah. And it's still worth it to me. That's how much fun I have when we go cruising.
Yeah. And yours is a different kind of seasickness. So
right.
If you get sick, like out fishing on your boat,
yeah.
That's not the same
thing. No. I get sick afterwards, and it's because I'm weird. And I say that just to say that that's how good it is. That's how much fun it is that it's not enough to stop me.
So we love that. And Disney. I love all things Disney.
Yeah, and I haven't been to Disney in a long time. We need to start planning our Disney trip.
Mm.
Yeah. We're talking about going to a Disney resort in Hawaii.
Yeah.
In 2023. That's how far out we plan our trips. We've got trips already planned for this year, next year, and the year after. Is that bad to share?
You should. Yeah.
We like to travel, man.
Yeah. So any of those, from just show up and do what you want to do every day and don't worry about it to meticulously plan out the things you want to see. It all works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Different things for different people.
Absolutely. So that's what we're doing here on Fridays. We're going to share things. And like Stephen said, we'll have content on our YouTube and Facebook pages, as well as the website, for you just to look through and to find out different things. And we hope that you'll share this with your friends and family so that they too can have a great travel experience. And we'd love to help as many people as we can get a great vacation.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Absolutely. We put several things a day up on Facebook about different destinations.
Yep.
And then every day there's like a featured post on Instagram and Facebook.
Yep.
So
Hey,
follow us, like us, do whatever it is you do on those different.
you are so into the social medias.
Yeah, I'm trying.
He's so cute.
They all have their own terminology. So whatever it is you do with the one you like, do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're probably there.
Yeah.
We haven't done the Twitter thing. I'm not a big Twitter guy.
Well, I just don't know. I like to follow Twitter, but we don't have a Twitter. I don't think we don't have one. So don't follow us there because I wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So
travel needs more than just a few words.
It does when it does.
Yeah.
We are wordy.
Like the 22 minutes and 38 seconds we've been talking.
Yeah. But that's it. That's the gist. Travel Talk Fridays are just about us getting a chance to talk about an interesting trip or to help you plan your next one. So just a way to connect. And we hope that we'll hear from you soon about how we can help you book your next vacation.
Absolutely.
Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Well, let's go somewhere.
Right now?
Let's do it.
I think we have a fish fry or something.
Something.
We're going to go to the great city of Wharton.
Yeah, I love Wharton.
I do too. It's a good place.
All right, friends. Well, we will see you next week.
All right. Bye.